What happened in the 1200s, around about the time of the Awakening and the Renaissance, was they started these funds, these trust funds, and they made a deal with each other, these satanic families, that they would put their money together and go and conquer all these Tartarian pre-existing peaceful civilizations like America and put a new flag on there. It was just a corporate takeover. They didn't build all these massive ancient buildings in Los Angeles. They were already here. They've been here for thousands of years. Go downtown Los Angeles and New York and Utah, Salt Lake City and San Francisco. Those buildings were already there. They just co-opted them. Captain Cook went to Australia and put the Rothschild Windsor flag on the British Union Jack flag on the Aboriginal land. But they were already in their buildings in Sydney and Melbourne. They were already there.
You're saying some of these buildings are thousands of years old.
Tartarian. They were from Tartar.
Even California was Tartarian?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the whole world.
I hear that it's a new thing in truth seeking is the lost kingdom or kingdoms of Tartaria.
Yeah.
There's not that much information on them, but there's a lot of old maps. And I thought it was mostly in Russia. No?
It comes from Russia, and just near Moscow to the east, you'll see modern day Tartar. It's the Tartar Empire, which is not legally in Russia, but physically in Russia. When the Bolsheviks from Wall Street destroyed Russia and killed 100 million Christians and set up the godless atheist Bolshevik Russian system, what they did was they destroyed the Tartarian
Empire.
Yes. They destroyed the last vestiges, and even in Germany, Dresden and all of that, that was Tartaria.
Is that why... I go, why is the international banking cabal, whether they're Jesuits or black nobility, whoever they are, why do they work so much with China, which is communism, but not with Russia, which is communism? And I think this goes back to, what is that country that everybody brings up that they're the Rothschilds are?
Switzerland?
Khazarians,
Khazarians,
and this war between Russia and Khazarians, but this sounds like that even precedes that, Tataria and all that stuff. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but that there's this old war between this black nobility group and this Tataria.
Yes.
And that's why they don't get along with so much with Russia, because it represents an old empire, which nobody wants them to talk about.
Exactly. They had to destroy America, Russia, and Germany. Why? Because they were just too advanced in Tartarian free energy, magnetism. Now we've got an electrical grid. Before, all of those turrets and tors and all those beautiful highly ornamented Edwardian and Georgian so-called buildings were harvesting magnetic energy. Right? So what they did was to enslave people, you've got to make them pay for their energy, for their food and everything. Before it was free. We had free energy, free food, everything was free. So what they did was they struck a deal with each other, let's do this, right? So the Colonna family, they went westward, and the Genovese and the Venetians, they went eastward. They controlled Turkey all the way to China. They sent people like Marco Polo out and, to do discovery and in all of those places. But what they did was controlled their ports. It was very important for them not to control the lands and everything. Like Rothschild said, I don't care who makes the laws, I want to control the purse strings, the money.